Interview.
Hey everyone, I'm Guy Cocker for Gamespot UK. I'm here in London's Theatre District to bring you a first look at Tomb Raider Underworld. It's happening in a cinema just behind us, so let's head in and see what's going on. So Tomb Raider Underworld's just been announced, finally. We kind of knew it was going to be happening eventually. Tell us a little bit about the game and kind of how it fits into the series.
So we've got a next-gen engine we built from the ground up, and that just allows us to do so much more with the size of the world, the visual fidelity of the world, how Lara looks, how she moves, and just expanding the gameplay in ways that they're true to what you would expect from a Tomb Raider game, but they're also giving you new ways to explore the environment and deal with the challenges. And in terms of how it fits into the overall arc, it's a story that we're very pleased with, and we think it's going to mean a lot to long-term fans, of which there are obviously a huge number, but at the same time it's going to appeal to new players as well, and we think that's very important.
Tomb Raider Legend, I mean, it was a great game. We kind of reset the series in a serious way. How difficult is it when you're designing subsequent games to kind of recapture that but also move it forward a little bit?
So in terms of Tomb Raider specifically, I think it's very much a case of looking at what makes a good Tomb Raider game, what makes a great Tomb Raider game, and developing from that. We spend a lot of time talking with fans, looking at feedback from press, from online, and so we've got a very vocal community, which is great. They're very quick to let us know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong, and it's a case of looking at that, and then the team at Crystal have really been given the freedom to explore what it really means to make a next-gen Tomb Raider game, and we're really pleased with the direction it's going. I think there's an element that it's certainly, if you look back at the first Tomb Raiders, I don't think anyone quite predicted exactly how much of an impact they were going to have, and there's a danger that if you consciously try and recreate some of that, you end up with something that just doesn't work. It's too obvious and too tacky. So I think the best examples of that, they come from a mix of really careful planning and thought and an understanding of what Tomb Raider is, and there's an element of luck, of synchronicity. Game design and game development is a very organic process. You can start out with a very clear plan, and if you're lucky you'll follow out to the letter and it'll be perfect. To be honest though, a lot of stuff comes out as you're developing, you're experimenting, you're trying out new things, and it's then that you suddenly go, this is working, we've got those moments. We do a lot of focus testing, we're constantly evaluating what it is we're doing, and we're trying to make sure that, yeah, we've got those moments that you go, that's a classic Tomb Raider moment. It's a little bit of luck, it's a lot of hard work. So what we've done with Underworld is we've looked at what people liked about Legend, we've looked at what people liked about Anniversary, and yeah, that sense of you being alone, exploring these places by yourself, being the first person in centuries, if not longer in some cases, to see these places, I think that's a key part of Tomb Raider. We are bringing back some of the characters from Legend in their support function, but it's certainly scaled down from what you saw in previous games. We listen to what people say, and we're constantly trying to make sure that we can offer people what each individual thinks of as their Tomb Raider experience. So for some people, yeah, they want that sense of loneliness and isolation and hardcore puzzle solving. Other people, to be honest, they haven't got the time, or that's not what they're looking for from games. And I think at times that's a mistake that it's very easy to fall into. You make a game for only a few people, and they may love it because you make a great game, but to be honest, we need to make games that can reach out and appeal to everyone.
Toby Gard, the guy that came up with the original Tomb Raider, is now over at Crystal Dynamics in the US. It's the US, isn't it? How involved is he these days with kind of development of the series itself? Is he quite hands-on, or is he quite happy to leave other people to do it?
Toby's an integral part of the team. He's heading up their cinematics division, so he's making sure that the storytelling, which is a particular interest of Toby's, he's making sure that storytelling is as powerful as it can be. So he was involved in very heavily in the initial stages of the story development, and he's seeing it on a daily basis. It's what he's working on. I had lunch with him earlier this week. Actually, I was out at Crystal, and yeah, he's very much involved.
We saw a demo of it today. One level, you're still being quite, hush hush about what you can and can't talk about. When's the game coming out, and when will we be seeing more on it?
We feel it's very important that we make the best Tomb Raider game that we can make, and that takes time. We don't want to rush something out that isn't going to deliver. So I think we've already announced that it's going to be late 2008.
Nothing less than a big statement there, but thanks a lot for your time, and we'll look forward to seeing more of the game soon, hopefully.
Thank you.
Thanks.